Everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to use the preference screen to create a setting screen in native Android application. So let's get started. So before that I'll just quickly open the Locket. So here you can see the output running. I have this is our main activity and it has one button called hello world. If I click on it, it opens another activity, but if you see this activity has a fragment embedded inside it, and here you can see whatever are the default initial values for our checkboxes, our toggle switch, and this is our edit text. This is just a normal text, as well as this is a list where you can select one radio button option. So that's what I am printing over here. So here you can see switch 1 is false, switch 2 is false, checkbox 1 is false. Here I have already added some value as a part of practice before recording this tutorial, and here I also have selected some value. We don't have to save this value, these are automatically handled by the preference screen itself, so we don't have to worry about it. I'll quickly delete this. Now I will check this first checkbox, and here you can see I'm getting this inside my Locket. So if you want to perform any action, you can do that as well. I'll just check this checkbox as well, and this is just a normal text, so nothing will happen on click of it. If I click on the edit username, here you can see it displays a pop-up, and I'll just name it as OK. So here you can see it has changed, and I'll change the sync frequency as well, and here I can select any radio button, and the value has been changed to 15. Okay, so yeah, that's what this is all about, how to use the preference screen. Let's see how to do this. So firstly, I have created a native Android application using XML layout. And if you see my main activity over here, all I have done is that I have created one button inside our activity underscore main. So as you can see over here, and it has one ID, and on click of the button, all we are doing is we are creating an intent, and we are launching the second activity and starting that particular activity. Now inside our build.gradle.kts, make sure you add this libs android fragment preference ktx as well, and given that I am using version catalog, I have added its particular version over here. So preference ktx, you will have to add this, as well as you will have to add this, okay, the last line. Then just click on sync now, and it will download all the necessary dependency for you. Now if I go to so I have created one more activity called second activity. Okay, so as you can see, I have just created a second activity, and I have removed the initial code because we want to have a fragment inside this particular activity. So we don't really require this activity underscore second main. So as you can see, I'm not really using it over here. All the other code I have removed it, and here I have just created this support fragment manager dot begin transaction. This is the fragment which I am using, and I am committing it. So here if I go to my settings fragment, so firstly these are all the imports. Before I show you this code inside your XML, you will have to create preferences.xml, and if I show you the design for it, here you can see this is the design for it which we saw inside the demo which I was showing it to you. So as you can see over here, firstly you will have to create a preference screen. Then I have created a preference criteria. Inside that I have given some summary as well as some title, and this switch preference compact, these two switches are part of this preference category, so that's why it is getting closed over here. Then I have created another preference category. Then I have added two checkbox preferences over here as well, which you can see. So this two. Then here another preference category, but here I have just created a normal preference of an helpful message. So if you want to display that, you can use that. Then I have created another preference category. The first one is the edit text preference. I am passing the key, title, summary, as well as some default value. And for list preference, again I am passing the key, title, summary, but here for entries I have created this array. So if I go to my strings.xml, so these are the values which the user see, but these are the actual values when the user select any one of this value. So for every 15 minutes we will get this value, every 30 minutes we will get this value. So change this according to however you feel like. These are kind of labels or keys, and these are the actual values. Okay, so that's what it is getting referenced over here, and the default value is 1. So yeah, that's how you can create a preference screen. Then inside settings fragment, so these are all the imports, and all I am doing is that inside I am extending it a preference fragment compat, and then I am overriding on create preferences. Then I am just setting the preference from resource, passing our preference XML file. Then I am getting preference using the preference manager dot shared preferences. I am getting the shared preferences, and if I want to get the initial values as soon as this fragment is loaded, then I can just do shared preferences dot get boolean and pass the particular keys. So here you can see these are our keys, right? Switch 1, switch 2, then cb1, cb2. That's what I am using over here as well. So yeah, and next I'm just printing it to the console. Also I want to listen for a change listener. So here you can see this is our switch preference combat which I am using. I'm like in just we have find view by id. I am using this find preferences and passing the appropriate keys which we have defined inside preferences.xml. Then we can just add some on preference change listener for each and every one. So as you can see, I have added it for everyone, and I am just logging it to the console, but you can do whatever you feel like. So same thing over here, same thing over here. So yeah, that's it. That's how you can use the preferences screen to display a setting screen in native Android application. Thank you for watching. Bye.